Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. And what a privilege to be alive at a time like this. One of the things that human beings fail to notice is how precious, privileged you are to be human. We are so blessed. If you look at every other God's creation, it's only a human being that can desire to better themselves and make it real. And I tell people, if the desire is not there to better your life, there's a part of being human that you miss, that you lose. If you just survive by the whims and circumstances of the external world. But as long as you can take some time and flow with the rhythm of life, you realize that you are precious. You're not just precious, you're unique in yourself. Human beings are unique creatures. And each one of us, we are unique in our own way. Each one of us, we are playing a key role in this world, in this universe. And sometimes we look at the challenges that come to us, and even the challenges are unique. But do you know that the way the universe is designed, everything works together to help you meet your mission in life. And this is where why both can go. We all must be grateful for every single moment, because there's no moment wasted by the universe. Let me slow down there. We must be grateful. And right now, you may be going through a tough time, maybe a period of deep dive. But I tell you, even with all those uncertainties, you can find meaning in your diving. The universe doesn't waste pain. So even our challenges are unique and they have a purpose. There is a purpose for the challenges we go through. There's a purpose for the pain we go through. There's a purpose for everything. How blessed is the human race. Thank God you're not a tree. Where you leave it, last year you find it there. Just waiting to be lucky. If the elephant doesn't go with it, thank God. But you see, humanity, we have choices. You're not a tree. You can make a choice. You can make a choice to move a different direction. You can make a choice to think differently. You can make a choice to see and have a different perspective on life. What a privilege. To be human, this is why we have to be grateful. Excuse me. This is why we have to really be grateful. Because everything that comes to you is to awaken the divine spark inside of you. And all of us have that divine spark that once that, switch inside of you goes on, you find your true north. You find your true north. And from that moment, everything fits into its place. Life Life is happening for you, not to you. Life was made to happen for you, not to you. Everything was made to work for you. Everything was made to work for me. Life is happening for me. So humanity begins to awaken to the humanness and to the will of God when they realize that they are not alone. And when they realize that life is not happening to you, life is happening for you. Do me a favor, type down there, life is happening for me. Hashtag life is happening for me. Life is happening for me. So this is the truth. And until you reach a place where life is happening for you, and how many people have gone through a challenging season, and some of us are believing our stories more than we believe the truth. The stories are, it's hard, it's difficult, it's challenging. The stories are, the economy is not going the right way. But then life is about energy. Life is about where you come from. Life is about your perspective, and life is about your focus. Life is about the meaning you put into the events of your life, not the events of your life. The event itself is innocent. There is no event that is either good or bad, because God has the capacity to turn good into bad into something good. God has the capacity, and not everything that is good is of God. Not everything that glitters is good. And so you need to understand that life is about energy, and is about how you move and appreciate life bit by bit. How can I appreciate this moment and make it even better? From that moment, life begins to happen for you. How can I appreciate this moment? Even the challenging moment, how can I find the lessons and appreciate the moment, this moment, make it even better? You see, I love the metaphor of the caterpillar. The caterpillar, because human beings are like the caterpillar in its formlessness. You can't see the beauty sometimes when it's, in that formless stage. Maybe your current form is that of a formless stage of a caterpillar, where you can't even see. You can't see the greatness. You can't see the reason of being. You may not be able to perceive, but it's there. The potential is there. And you see, the way to release the beauty is not to force the caterpillar out. No. Patience is to believe, faith. Give it time. Because the moment you force the caterpillar out of its cocoon because you can't wait to see its beauty, you kill it. The struggle to break free from our struggles is what kills our potential. Can I repeat that? Okay. The struggle to break free of our struggle is what kills our potential. Pain will never leave you until you get the lesson. So stop struggling. Allow yourself to be where you are fully. Bring your presence here. In this present moment, feel, hear, see, connect, and realize that life has never had the intention to kill you. Everything was made to reveal the greatness within you. And it's good to work with the design of life. You see, a young guy there's a story about a young guy that watched the caterpillar struggle from the cocoon before it really just shows its butterfly, becomes into a butterfly. And the boy wants to help it. The struggle is too much. Let me help this little thing. And the boy didn't know that it is the struggle that gives the wings the strength it needs to fly. And so in his niceness, being nice and kind, misplaced kindness, because kindness that has no wisdom is not kindness at all. He actually destroyed the butterfly forever. It will never fly. The struggle from the cocoon is part of the universal purpose of the universe, purpose of God, to give it, it's a process. Life has got a process. Appreciating the struggle you're going through right now. Many people that appreciate their struggle actually even create businesses out of their struggle. Everything is a gift to you, but you don't see it because you think life is happening to you. You think things should not be the way they are. So you have no iota of gratitude for where you are today. This is the truth. No matter where you are today, and no matter where you think you are today, you actually have what it takes to be grateful. And what will push you to the next level? One word: gratitude. Gratitude. Appreciate this moment. Appreciate whatever you're going through. Find the way to turn around things is not to resist. You see, the thing that is keeping you from your greatness is a 3-letter powerful force within you. It's called the ego. EGO. It stands for edging God out. EGO. So you're walking alone in your own wisdom, forcing things, pushing against the walls, breaking closed doors so you can break through. That's not how we break through. True breakthrough is through surrender. It's through allowing an understanding that life is working for you, and the wisdom that everything is serving your highest good. The universe is working to bring you to your highest good. Everything is serving your highest good, including people that are leaving you and lefting you and unfollowing you and disliking you. Everything is working for your good. Tell yourself that. Hashtag, everything is working for my good. Everything is working for my good, including the struggle. So don't fight it. Don't resist. Resistance is the work of the ego. Fight is the work of the ego. You see, the ego will either resist, fight, flee, freeze. But the love, the intention of the love is to flow. If you want to go, you must go. If you want to stay, come my way. Allow people to go. Allow situations to go when it's their time to go. And welcome situations when it's their time to welcome. Don't judge something as something that is coming to destroy you. The thing that you think is going to destroy you, the new boss that you think is coming to kill your destiny, maybe the only person that can promote you. Oh, yeah. The thing that you think is coming to eat you up could be the giant upon whose shoulders you're going to stand to reach for your fruit, to reach for your destiny. Thou shalt not fear. Walk through that open door with confidence because life is happening for you, not to you. Life is happening for you. Life is happening for me. Life is happening for me. Whether, dark times or good times, life is happening for me. There's a force of God within you, the Spirit of God that is guiding you to your divine plan and allowing circumstances to be the way they are, because without pain, you never know your purpose. And so it's leading you to wholeness, it's leading you to strength, to power, to the realization that you can stand and stand strong even when everyone leaves you. You are enough. Be grateful. Be grateful for everything that is happening to you. Be grateful. Allow things to happen. Allow things to be the way they are. Flow with the rhythm of life. Have you ever seen a baby struggle to breathe? Have you ever seen the sun struggle to shine? Have you ever seen the river struggle to flow? You are part of that divine universe. You're not created to struggle. Struggle is not your DNA. Unleash the goddess within you. Unleash that king within you, that person, that divine part of you that is unlimited, that knows that things are working for me. All I need to do is do my best. After I've done that, there is no struggle. I'm not forcing anything. I've applied for the job. Then the next thing is surrender. Let it be. Begin to give thanks because it's in the hands of God. And in the hands of God, there's so much grace that is coming your way. And because you're focusing on what you don't have and you're not grateful, grace is not pouring into your life. This is time to allow the divine grace to pour into your career, to pour into your life, to pour into your relationship. Feel what it means to be fully alive, to be here in this moment, to be present in your relationship, to show up as a man in your relationship, to show in strength and to show in power and in favor, because life is happening for you. That turnaround comes about because of your focus on gratitude. Be grateful for what is already working. Be grateful even for what will work. Be grateful. Gratitude, you can never be grateful and depressed. Gratitude is cure for depression. Gratitude is cure for loneliness. Be grateful. And you realize this life is bearing. You can actually bear anything. Gratitude is a force that helps you to go through all the forces of nature that are coming against you. Can you feel the hand of God within you as his creation, forming you to the next shape of who you're supposed to be? Can you feel the pruning inside of you as you become the man or the woman you were born to be? Allow it to happen. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't force things. Allow the love to form within you. Allow the terrible things that needs to die to die. Allow them to die. Allow them to go. Because what it means to be fully human is to be shaped in the image and likeness of God, is to have the kindness and the grace to live in this life without resistance, to live by faith, to live by power, and to know that this life is happening for you. You're the captain of your ship. You're the one directing your destiny, and God is working and partnering with you to make things better every day. My wish for you is to allow the grace of God and the universe, the grace of the universe working within you to come into your life as you become a vessel to touch someone else with grace. Gratitude is what helps us to have the hands of grace that can touch other people with grace. We become vessels that can be loving and graceful. And most of us, we are so addicted to being true, to being right. We never are kind and graceful, because we're driven by a need we call the need for certainty. We're never sure of ourselves. If that's you, you need to meet your need for certainty so you can be a graceful person. This world needs you. This world needs you as a vessel of honor and someone that can touch another human being and live their life and make their life better. Do you believe you have that potential? Of course you do. That's why you're still here. Do you believe that you are a vessel of honor, that God is using you for, greater good of others, not just for your own tummy, not just for your own good? Of course, we are here for a mission. And gratitude helps us to connect to our highest mission. Train yourself to see what's working, not what's missing. Be grateful. That's how you connect with the abundance of the universe, because the universe wants to pour into you, wants to pour ideas. Some of us will never have business ideas because we're always closed and we are always missing. We are always focusing on what's missing, not what's working. If you look for it, you will find it. Whatever you look for, seek and you shall find. And I tell you, grace is visible everywhere. Everywhere you can be, the grace abides everywhere. And you can only see grace when you're not, led by your ego. If you're ego driven, you'll never see grace. You never see the grace of God, but grace is everywhere. Look at what you survived, the COVID and all that. People have died, you're still here, grace. People have lost jobs, you're still here, grace. You're thinking about the next career, the next assignment, grace. But do you see it as grace, or do you see it as your own, efforts? Grace is everywhere, and grace holds life together. Grace holds the universe together through all generations. And only people that tap into grace are able to be vessels and channels of grace. People that are grateful for what God is already working through them, in them, for them, and for their own good. Indeed, all things work together for your good. All things are working together for your good. But can you sense it? Can you see it? Can you hear it? Can you smell it? Good is all. When God created the world, these are words that came out of his mouth. It is good. Everything is good. And if you're able to find the good in life, then life will be good to you. But you see, most of us, we always find what's not working. We get into a beautiful relationship. We mess it up in a week because we're looking for what's not working. Seek and you shall find. Life is too short to play those games. Find the grace and begin to acknowledge through gratitude the grace of God that is around us, that surpasses all human understanding. How did you make it through the week? Find the grace that has sustained you, your body organs, your breathing, everything together to this moment, and begin to acknowledge that grace and realize the energy is shifting and you're becoming, wow, so blessed and abundant and full of joy and peace. And you attract the same group of people that are just like you, full of grace, joy, and peace. Your relationship begins to shift because you are a grateful person. Life is happening for you. Can you feel that? Can you feel that? It's a matter of shift. The divine, the wisdom of the universe is waiting for the signal of grace, because grace is a signal that attracts to you more grace and grace into your life. Do you wonder? Okay, look at your inner circle. 6 people that inspire you in your inner circle. Is there someone that you wonder what they do? They are not smarter than you, but they just look better than you. They look like they are more wiser than you. It's called grace. They're not smarter. They're not smarter. There are people that are not smarter than you that are doing greater things than you because they are graceful. Some people call it favor, but it's grace. Grace comes to those that see grace everywhere. Now, you can only do that by changing your focus from what's missing to what's available, what's abundant, and to grace. What God has, connected you to the source. God has connected you to the source of everything. You're here because there's something special about you. The goodness of God surround you. Begin to appreciate that. Begin to see that in your life. Begin to bring more good into your life, and begin to bring more grace into your life. You are someone special. You don't know. The universe has been waiting for you to make a shift in your life, in your internal life, in that divine self that is inside of you, so you can become the vessel of honor you are born to be. You see, you are never separated from the source, from God. But sometimes you are blind from the connection, so you can't feel its power. You can't feel the power, you can't feel the connection. But right there in this moment, in one instant, you can reconnect back, because your DNA is divine. Your DNA is not egoistic. That's why you're struggling. You're not born to be driven by the ego. That's why your business is struggling. That's why your relationships are struggling. That's why you're not happy even with a lot of money. Because your DNA is divine DNA. It's not egoistic. So divorce the ego story. Divorce the ego, the lies that you've told yourself. Those stories are lies. You're not enough. You don't deserve this. You cannot, this is esoteric. This is not for me. No, I'm not spiritual. Hello. There's a part of you that is divine. And unless you connect with that part and make the link, you will never know the fullness of being alive. You'll always feel something is missing. Up to when? Give yourself a gift. Give yourself a gift of greatness. Connect. Begin by being grateful. And you realize you're dealing with the ego. You're divorcing the ego, because ego is dangerous. Ego can deprive you of happiness. Ego reflects our destructive side of humanity. Ego is a part of you that is greedy, that hates on others, that hates on yourself. Right now, maybe you went through something and you hate yourself and you're serious about it. It's just ego. Ego is selfish. It thinks about itself. It envies others. It's jealous. Ego. There's no life in the description of just. Ego is driven by fear, not love. It's driven by a sense of scarcity. Things are missing. I must grab it. Ego makes a brother kill a brother so they can get something from them. Ego. There's another side. The path of gratitude takes you to a destination we call love, which is the opposite of fear. Love. God is love. And so it takes you there, gratitude. It's just a subtle journey you begin by noticing small bits of things that are happening for you, saying thank you. Thank you for serving me. Liking this video, forwarding it. You're a loving person. You're kind. You're loyal to love. Sharing this with someone that you know they can benefit. You're going far. But sometimes ego, you just watch and you're like, thank you, pass on. Ego. Ego. E-G-O. Edging God out. My friend, we can make a decision to live a deeper life, and it depends on you. Or you can stay there on the shallow ground. You see, shallow pool is very dirty. Everyone swims there, washes their legs there before they swim to the deep end. Deep end, there, you almost, there's freedom and there's flow. And that's what I wish you today. God bless you.